Really wonderful weekend, thank you, and I just want to thank, I know a lot of work goes on behind the scenes to make all this happen, so thank you. I'm going to read just a few poems real quick here. From my chapbook, and a couple not from my chapbook. Invitation. Come to the end of the wharf, when the last of the tide releases the harbor with its trollers and rigging, its lamp shells and speckled anemone. Come after work when the mind has grown plumes, delicate as tube worms in the driftwood and the sponge and scarlet bloodstar, tough as tongues as the sea whip clicking. Here is the hornmouth and wenteltrap and chiton and quahog and cockle and wrinkle of the human knuckle, that rim inside the human eye. Here, a thin film, an eyelid, an iris, surrendering its pupil. And Night Walk, Pat Leanne Street. Here you can distinguish each sound, the grinder, the ice machine, the buzz of the fish house light. Now the row of cooler bands, steady hum around the boxes of black cod, lingcod, king salmon, rockfish, scallops, coho, gray, 6 to 9. It's late. Night crew Dave will be dumping the totes of bones and heads, next milt and eggs. And you can't help but consider what clings to all the pilings, fan-like, combing the tide line for scraps. You know exactly how soon you'll get home with your one grocery bag, how long it will take to unload it, to wash up, to heat your supper in the empty house. Still life with one sister. We understand the tundra reaches the ice field and forest, which does not contain mother, hunkered on the porch in her parka, or father in the rows of carrots and sweet pea, meandering, searching for a horsetail. We understand the tundra soaks up all the light, which does not flow into the creek where the sled dogs are leashed, where we laced our fingers together and leaned out over the freezing lake. We understand the tundra spreading itself like the sky in a movement that repeats and repeats along the alders, away from the fire pit and chopping block, away from the porch and the old chair, to a place where understanding becomes a type of twin, a chip of sun, a solid thing coming up out of the inlet, shaped like our own hands. And the last one is a little poem called Reading. The water is nice, flowing water. Sorry I had to jump up and run out. I forgot to turn off my cell phone. My husband couldn't find where to pick up my daughter. So I had to deal with that, so I apologize. It happens. Okay, last poem, Reading. I can see how the termites draw themselves through the opening now to rise out of the hive in a flickering stream, every leg full of sun, every abdomen a jewel, and I let myself think about the unborn and the almost born, eggs packed in brittle shells and husks in the wings ticking, my husband scraping at the crumpled leaves, his song a thin leg at the edge of the yard. Thank you.